I need your help today. I do. I need to be hitting support goals. I have to. If I don't hit my support goals for... If you can, please contribute to that playthrough. Check out the descriptions of the videos if you're like...
This carry is so very, very...
different. I never used a carry like this.
This carry is called Silky Smooth, and Silky Smooth absorbs so fast.
My skin feels incredibly smooth.
Carry Silky Smooth is so very, very...
You're gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna seal up all my cracks. You're gonna keep coming back. Why? Because you keep smelling the syrup.
What's blooming? Yes, your boy Shinko Fleur, and welcome to a stream. This is just a normal stream, normal interactive stream. It is not a glaze state, unfortunately. Usually we're not doing stuff, we're not doing stuff the glaze state way. We're doing some, just some chill interactivity. I found a new game called RollerDrome. Haven't played it yet, so wanted to play it. With you guys on here. I'm gonna have Phil talking in the background about the Comcast shit, like the first hour, but I'm not really gonna be focusing on it that much. The main reason why I'm not focusing on it that much, because you guys know my slogan. I'll spurt out for a bit, but then at the end of the day, cool story, bro. I'll wait for more developments. And so far with the developments I've been seeing, it's all kind of sus. It's just one big bag of sus. I can't even put it into thoughts. With the tickets, with what Phil's saying, it's just sus. So I'm just gonna wait for this shit to just blow up into one big clusterfuck, and I'm just gonna laugh at it all. So you know what I'm saying? So before we get started, I gotta say what's up to everybody, because that's just what I do here. So what's up, Randy Winston for Retro Sig, Nexus Galaxy, Extra Galactic Girl, darksydephil, what's up? 179107, 199999. What's good? UNFW, Paul J. Brazer Jr., Donut Sensei, Michael Kronikowski. What's up, baby? How you been, man? Well Swade, what's up? Style of Beyond, Eric Roy Pliskin. What's up, Zion Agent 1651? What's up, baby? How you been, man? Yusuke Rameshi, Perezi Q, Gilgamark Reloaded, Thug Shitsu, what's up? Pert Cobain, what's up? Paul J. Brazel, hold on. Paul J. Brazel Jr., thank you for that super chat, hun. This dumbass posted his MAC address. Yeah, like I said, this is just it's gonna blow up to something that's really fucking funny because it's just stupid. It's all stupid. It's all stupid because let's say this is real, right? Like no matter what train of thought you have towards the situation, it's all funny because let's say Phil's lying, right? Phil's lying and this is all some gay op or whatever. Like again, pathetic old man, mental illness, has nothing going on with his life. Now let's say it's real.
I dribbled off and my it got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Alex Mir, what's up, baby? Let's say if it's real, it's funny because this fucking A-log went ahead and risked, his job and probably, future career opportunities just to fuck with Phil. You know what I'm saying? Or just to fucking do some weird LARPing. It's all funny. Like, it's all fucking funny. Tenchi, what's up, baby? It's just all fucking hilarious. So, like, I've been looking into some shit, and, like I said, some things are pretty sus, but with all the susness going around, it's just best to sit back and just watch this dude just lie about it, put himself into a corner, because that's the thing. That's the thing I'm waiting for. Like, I'm not, like, this, I can't really, I'm reacting to all this, and all I'm getting is a big bag of sus, right? So since I'm getting a big bag of sus, what usually happens is that Phil continues to talk about this, and then he'll say something. He'll say something that's just going to expose this whole shit. So that's what I'm waiting for. So whether it be now, a year from now, 2 years from now, doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Just like with the Burger King thing. The Burger King thing, he spoke about it so much. It was such bullshit. It actually confirmed the bank leaks. Because he spoke about what happened during the Burger King story. And then a year later, he kept talking about it. And he added on a segment which confirmed the transaction. So, like, that's his MO. So all we could do is just sit back and relax and, laugh at it all. Let me get this right here. So when that happens, that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm going to let this play for a bit. Let's do this real quick. All right. So let me see something real quick. I'm going to let this play for a bit. And, you guys could, I'll laugh at it for a moment, but it's mostly going to be me playing. I'll pay attention. I'm going to be paying attention to the chat, but I'm going to be mostly playing this game. So let me just let this play for you guys. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Alex, man. Hey, what's up, Rio? How we doing? I mean, like I said, it just doesn't matter. Like, this is something, this is, because the thing about the whole situation is, like, people gonna fuck with Phil because he puts himself in that position. I don't condone it. Like, I don't fucking condone it. Because, like I said, there's other aspects of media that goes through the same shit. Like I said before, there's people that go to jail over social media posts. There's people who literally get killed for certain words or speaking about certain people in a fucking song. Like, I don't think it's right. But that's the reality you live in. And that's something you need to take into account when you're in a public space and you're talking like this. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It just popped, like, I don't know. Like, usually I have this thing, like, when Game Pass pops something up in my face, I'll just download it real quick. I mean, like I said, it's just all laughable. It's just all laughable at this case. Because, again, this is a situation. This is a vortex that Phil spins. Phil spins this shit. So he wants to keep on, like, again, instead of taking action, instead of finding out who did this shit. Hold on, let me make sure. I don't know if you guys can you guys? There we go. And why is this like this? Hold on. All right. So, yeah. So, like, he spins it. Let's see how he spins it. So, I'm going to let this play for you guys. And hold on. For some reason, the chat is not popping up. I don't like that. I like this music. Very Clockwork Orangey. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get it in. What's up, Dead School? Hold on. Let me make sure this chat is working. What's up, Chris Drag Queen Gordon Flowers? Chat. Where's the chat? Donde está mi chat? There we go. There we go. There we go. And like my thing is, I hope he gets like whatever restitution he get, because like I said, it's just not gonna stop. It's just not gonna fucking stop. And now because of this shit, now we know more about Phil's shit than ever before. We're knowing that he's paying for some stupid ass fucking dumbass plan. He probably, I accept all of this. What the hell? He probably has some weird ass fucking shell company now, because I saw DSP Enterprises on the thing, I saw DSP Enterprises on the stupid account name, and I never seen DSP Enterprises for like anything that Phil uses. I've seen that email. I've seen like an email address like that before, but it was like some troll shit. But what is? So let me. What's up, Browser? How you doing, baby?
Hello. My name is Phil Burnell,
There we
more
go.
commonly known as DSP or darksydephil on the internet, and I run a YouTube channel called DSP Gaming. It's been my job for over 13 years at this point, and I'm a full-time internet content creator and live streamer. Although I am a long-time content creator and streamer, sadly there is a malicious community of people that follow me around the internet who don't like me. And they've done things over the years to hurt me and my family because they don't like me for various reasons. But that's not why we're here today. I am
He's gonna make me
broadcasting
pause
a
this game
special
a lot.
stream and recording this for YouTube as a way to document what is going on in my life right now, and as a cry for help because I need help
You
right
see,
now.
this
with
is,
the
and again,
situation.
this is, see,
And
like I
it
said,
seems-
he's gonna make me fucking pause and react to this shit. So that's what I'm saying. Instead of like, this is what he like. This is why I say mental ill. Like when Phil does anything, it boils down to two things, which will always end up being bad. The first thing will be that he's lying. That's the default. If not, it's much worse. So in this situation, let's say he's lying about... fuck, give me a minute. Let's say if he's lying about doing this. This is very pathetic. This is really pathetic and sad. Now let's say if he's not lying, someone is actually doing this. Let's say someone is actually doing this. Instead of him going ahead and going through the proper channels, and finding out who did this and seeking some type of restitution, he is sitting there creating a YouTube video and using that as evidence or as some kind of beacon or cry for help. Like, that's mental illness, because again, that shows that all Phil knows is YouTube. Like, that's crazy. All Phil knows is YouTube. You have an issue, instead of talking to people, you make a video on it on YouTube to make sure people respond to it. He can, but Perk, okay, so Perk says, I hate this dented idiot, ruined his life, fuck with Phil. Now, Phil can actually say detractors will stop at nothing to get him to get more pity bucks. We're past that already, Perk. We've been past that with the bank leaks. Someone went ahead and committed a federal crime to get his banking information. Nothing's off the table at this point. That's the other thing where I don't understand why people keep going up in arms. We've already passed criminal activity here. So it can't get, this is not worse than committing a federal crime. I'm sorry. This is just some idiot using his access and privilege at his job to basically get information on Phil. Any of us could do that shit, but it's stupid to do so. But I don't think that's worse than fucking hacking into fucking Phil's banking information. We were already past, we're past that already, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is his life now. We are just, dude, he's been doing this for 15 years. And now he's just getting the wings treatment? I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for the dude. And I'm not going to sit here and go up in arms and get at the dude that did it. I'm not gonna do it for the sake of Phil. I'm gonna say he's an idiot for doing so.
Seems like absolutely no one is willing to help.
Because
So
you
allow me
won't
to
ask
explain
for
what's
help.
going on, because to be clear,
You won't ask for help. That's the problem. You won't legitimately go ahead and go through the proper channels and ask people to give you some assistance with this. Because I say this shit all the time. People shouldn't be fucking with you. People shouldn't be fucking with you, Phil. I don't think people should be fucking with you. As much as I don't like you, I don't think people should be fucking with you like this. But the thing is, you antagonize people and you incentivize people to do so. Why am I fucking up with this diamond? And every time that someone does something wrong against you, there are proper channels for you to go through, for you to seek assistance and restitution. You will not do so. You will go ahead and beg on YouTube with some level of entitlement, thinking that people are just gonna show up and fucking just give you, you just do everything for you.
I don't like drama. I didn't want to make this video.
But you
I'm
did.
supposed to be doing my standard broadcast.
You could
today.
be.
As you can see, here's my setup.
You're
I'm supposed to
connected.
be doing a podcast, playing a video game.
Yes, you could be doing that right now. Like, you literally could be doing that. You could be and then behind the scenes on your off time when you're usually fucking, playing WWE champions, when you're fucking playing, when you're, playing Russian roulette with your fucking shot glasses, you could be getting help.
And I'm not unable to do that because my internet has been compromised and keeps getting interrupted or reset.
You're still,
Okay?
ooh, I could grab.
So allow me to tell you a story, because I need to tell you the background story in order for this to make sense. However, my internet likely will go down while I tell this story, and if it does, I am recording this locally and will upload this to the YouTube channel after the fact so that you are aware of what's really going on in its full entirety without being interrupted. Okay? My tale I'm about to tell you is going to sound very creepy, and it's going to sound very weird, but it's very true, and I have evidence to back it up. Okay? So, over the years, as I have been a live streamer, here on YouTube, as I said, there's certain people who don't like me for various different reasons, and we're not here to discuss that. What we're here to discuss is what I've
Hey, what's
been
up, Visible
through.
Dimmer? How you doing, baby?
Because over the years, on and off, I have had internet issues. My internet all of a sudden resetting and going down out of nowhere. Things being messed up in my modem. And there's been multiple times over the years where I've had to involve my ISP, who is Comcast. Now, Comcast is the parent company. They have divisions. Xfinity is the division that is for residential service, but I have 2 business line internets in my home. Okay? So I deal with the Comcast business portion of them. I don't deal with anything Xfinity whatsoever.
You see what I'm saying? So, right? Again, again, you're saying way too much fucking shit, Phil. So now I gotta go into Discord, and I gotta pull up the fucking images that I see. So let's repeat what he just fucking said. Hold on, let's go. Let's do this.
Problem, I have to call Comcast business customer support.
Okay.
And go through that process. All right.
All right. So he doesn't deal with Xfinity. He deals with Comcast business. So that's what he said, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. So here we go. Now this was something I was contesting, and somebody had brought up a counterpoint, and I was willing to concede to that counterpoint, but now that he said that, now it's something that just doesn't look right. So he has 2 business lines. He doesn't have 2 home lines, right? So I'm gonna go here. I should just download these fucking shit. Hold on. Yeah, man, I was like, yo, I'm just gonna listen to this. I'm not gonna say anything. Whatever. Okay, so that's 1. You see, that's 2. Okay, so here we go. So we got 1. That's my Discord going off. Oh, yeah, everybody hit me up. All right, I'm going to save this one. All right, that's DSP Enterprises. And then BurnellPP@yahoo.com. So that's another one. Save this image. Like I said, visible dimwit, it's a possibility. I can't. Phil is not too smart to do that. So it's a total possibility, but Phil's not smart enough to do that. That's my only issue. Like Phil can totally be capable of doing some dumb shit like this, but he's not. He doesn't have the patience to do so. So here we go. Oh look, that was that stupid. The picture. Yeah, okay. So here's the first one. So he has 2 lines, right? So if he has 2 lines, why would he have 2 separate email addresses? Like I don't get that. So there's Burnell@pp@yahoo.com, right? And then the second one shows DSP Enterprises, and with the darksydephil@hotmail.com. Like I don't. So it shouldn't be under the same account. But I'm saying he would have 2 separate accounts under 2 separate email. Like I said, either or. If this is real or this is not, it's still bad. Because if this is real, that means this dude has like 2 fucking separate accounts for no fucking reason. So either or, this is stupid. 2 separate fucking business accounts for what? 2 separate accounts that you have to maintain now. For what? Either or. Let's say lying or not lying. So let's say this is a lie. Phil is lying. It's too weird. It's too weird for him to have 2 accounts. Nah, it's real. He could have 2 separate accounts under 2 separate emails. Why would he do that? Why would he need to do that? So that means he's needlessly spending money again. That's what. It's all laughable. It's all laughable. Let's continue.
Now, they're a little different. They have 24/7 support, but if you call after hours, you end up talking with someone who's across the globe, who doesn't have the same access and or power to do things as if you call during business hours. So technically, even though they have 24/7 support, if you call after normal, like office hours, they can't help you with anything. Okay? They just, okay, well, tomorrow something will happen, right? So anyway, there's been many times in the 9.5 years now that I've had Comcast business where something's going on with my internet and we can't figure out what the deal is. Is there something in the lines? Is there some malicious activity going on? You know, most of the time what ends up happening is a tech comes out to the house. They look at the modem. They look at everything. They can't really figure anything out. A lot of the times we just do like a hard modem swap and it fixes the issue. Or we think it does. Okay? I have not had any consistent internet issues in a while. So, you know, unbeknownst to me, thinking there's really nothing going on. Okay? But obviously that's not the case. Because right now I'm in a situation which, but I'm not even kidding you, right now the internet just went down. So this person just, as you're about to hear as I tell this story, is resetting my internet right now. All right? Like they're literally doing it this very moment to me.
He knows it's happening right now. He knows, he can see it.
In the chat are actually freaking out. They're going, oh my God, look at this. The internet went down. Yep. Because this person is...
Yeah, okay, so wait. So your internet went down, right? Your internet went down. Because I have this recorded, Phil. I have this... This was recorded live. So I have this recorded live. So your internet went down, but right now I can still speak to you. I can still see you speaking.
Doing this to me over and over. Okay? So right now, as I am...
Like this, I saw when the thing was freezing up multiple times. But again, even that was sus. Let's continue.
Talking with you, the internet just reset. Okay, now I think it's coming back, but it's going to keep doing that. Watch, it's going to keep going out, coming back over the course of the stream, as I told you it would. All right, so for those live, you're coming back. This is going to happen multiple times probably during this stream. There's nothing.
Yes, and how convenient that as he's telling this story, this stuff is happening. This stuff is happening now, and he's anticipating it. He's seeing it. It's happening right now as he decides to tell this story. Okie dokie.
Do about it. If it happens, just deal with it. It should come back within a minute or two. Okay? Okay? All right, but I'm recording locally, so I'll keep going now. All right? So, here's what's going on, and here is basically how all of this came to light in the last 30 days or so. Okay? So, it's kind of weird because every once in a while, all right? Every once in a while, something very weird will happen at a very important time, right? I'll be in the middle of something very, very important. Like, I'm on a podcast that's super important. Or, you know, I'm in the middle of a great big marathon and there's important stuff going on. And all of a sudden, my internet will go out.
Oh, really?
And everyone's looking at it like, what? Well, isn't it weird that Phil's internet always works until there's, like, a really important thing going on, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
What's going on with that?
That's really weird.
So, it's weird because everyone's, you know, saying, is it paranoia or is it just that, you know, it's bad luck? Like, what is it that's actually going on, right? Don't know. We don't know what's going on with this. What's causing it, all right? So, if you guys remember, a little over a month ago, I want to say it was October 26, 2023. Because, by the way, today is November 28th, 2023, just to document the date and time here. About a month ago.
We're going to talk about that, Raziel.
My internet kept going out during a live stream. And no one could, like, what is going on? Why does it keep happening? There's one thing if there's a blip in the line, because when there's noise in the line, you'll see the internet connection go like this. It'll be like, oh, you're in the green, now you're yellow, now you're red, now you're orange, now you're green, now you're yellow, now you're red. It'll just keep going like this, right? But in this case, all right, the internet just goes flat out, dead, signal drops, then has to reconnect, then signal drops, then has to reconnect. So this has happened to me before, and I'm thinking it's a DDoS attack, meaning... or DDoS attack, meaning someone somehow has gotten my IP address and they're sending packets of data to knock me off the internet. But the weird thing about that is when you get DDoS attacked, you can see that in your modem or router settings. Like, you can go inside of your modem or router and you can actually look at settings and you can see, you know, like, oh, packets of data hit the firewall or whatever. So you can tell when that's happening. There's actually evidence of it. And there's no evidence of that. All right? So that whole day, I was trying to figure this out. We couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work or whatever. This really sucks. So if you remember, the next day was my day off. It was a Thursday. But then Friday, I had a Comcast business tech come out here. What happened was that afternoon, I called Comcast business. I explained the situation to them. And of course, they said, well, we don't know what's going on. We can't tell from our end. I mean, no kidding. Right? All they can do is remotely test your modem. You know, run a few tests. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm decompressing my back. They could run some tests. They could do some things remotely to try to figure out what's going on, but they don't really have the ability to do much. You know, it's really, they have to have a tech come out to your house. And I will tell you this, techs that are, you know, under Comcast usually are very intelligent, very nice people, and they do their absolute best to help you out the most they can when they're at your home. Okay? So, they sent out a tech that Friday to my house. All right, in order to look at what was going on with my internet. So this would have been like October 28th or something like that, okay? And you guys know because I was on the stream and I said, okay, when the tech's here, I'm going to go offline or whatever. So the tech showed up, ran, you know, testing everything, trying to figure everything out. He's like, there's nothing wrong with the lines. There is nothing wrong with your modem. He says, so let's go into the modem and look at settings and things. And he goes in there and he's like, what, you know, what is all this? Like, do you know what any of this stuff is? And I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is. All right. So what I would like to do, so to show you the first piece of kind of evidence of stuff that's going on with me, this is what he finds inside of my modem. You ready? Now, I don't know how big this is going to be. I'm probably going to have to blow it up. Okay. So.
Oh, look at that. Look at all those IP addresses. Look at all those IP addresses. I'm gonna be nice, and I'm not gonna move my little thing, so people can fully see your IP addresses. Why would you put that up, Phil? And this is what I'm saying. Phil's a freaking dumbass. Why would you post this? This doesn't mean shit to me. This doesn't show that someone actually went into your shit and did shit with it. None of that. I'm not seeing any of that there. What I see is personal information that you do not have to show anybody over the internet. This could have been something that you could have shown a Comcast representative. This is something that you could have shown that regional manager that you're going to talk about. This is why people fuck with you.
Bottom is just, it shows what devices are connected locally. There's no information there that's important. But what you should look at is the information at the top. Someone had gone into my modem, all right, and actually set up content blocks, content filtering, all right, in order to prevent me to go on certain websites. And they blocked certain words inside of my modem.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to prevent me from going to YouTube. They wanted to prevent me from going to Twitter. They wanted to prevent me from being able to access my PayPal.
And none of that never happened.
Block the word
none of that.
Twitter, Phil.
Now, I want you to understand this. I want you guys to understand this. We've had instances. So we're saying that there's instances where Phil was unable to access these websites he accesses every single day. And this man, who is known for bitching for his kabuki theater, has never brought it up. Never brought it up. The man who will stop an entire stream when he doesn't get an email for a tip, when it looks like his PayPal page is frozen, has been dealing with unable to access the site. They're preventing you from accessing the site, from you getting your money, and you never said anything. Yeah, okay, Phil. Okay, Phil.
DSP Gaming, so I would have no access at all to that content.
And
all right? So, I mean, of course this was confusing. Here I'm thinking my internet's going down. It's not. Someone actually went into my modem and changed the settings, unbeknownst to me, without my permission, to filter content. Okay? And you might say, well, that's creepy. Yeah, it is. Because you got to wonder, who has access to the modem? Well, when you think about it, who would? Me? Or my ISP, Comcast?
see, and this is the okay. See, again, this is another reason why I think it. Who could have done this? I couldn't have done this. Who could have done this? Me or the person? Where would you get that from? Where would you get that from? Where would you get that, like, that line of thought? You being a fucking person who gets fucked with trolls constantly. You went from yourself to a Comcast employee. Now, I know you're saying trolls. Like, I know you're saying this is a troll at the company that did this, but you're going straight for the fucking top. Exactly. There's exactly, Raziel. Raziel brings up this you never had a problem with that shit. That's what I'm saying. So he's saying, why is this not like showing up all the way? So what he's saying is that he couldn't access these sites at all, which is not fucking true. Let me pin this message. I want to pin this message. If he couldn't access these sites, he'd be bitching about it.
There's literally no other way that you can get into.
There's plenty of other ways. Plenty of other ways. The fact is that your mind went to that, like automatically it was an employee. Dude, for Kabuki Theater, like I said, the thing that makes this shit all fucking sus is that the way that he's telling it. Like, the way that he's telling it, he's saying that this has been going on for months. I mean, not for months, weeks, or what have you.
That modem. All right? No way. And the thing is that you could argue, well, maybe you've had that modem for so long, someone got the information. No, I've swapped modems multiple times and everything, right? No. And so I went ahead.
He swapped modems multiple times and everything.
That Comcast tech, and we looked at the logs, and in the logs, it says right in the logs of that modem, it is a Comcast employee that logged into the modem and made those changes. It says it right there. It doesn't say customer login or anything. It says their own rep login.
Okay, like I said, if that was the case, Phil would have some shit on his hands, and the employee would be like, oh shit, okay, I gotta report this to so-and-so. This is a fuck-up within Comcast end. And now this is on that tech. That tech is gonna do everything within his power to make sure that none of that shit that's happening right now is falling on him.
They did it. Okay? So, we have the evidence. You know, plain as day. We have evidence that this is happening, that someone at Comcast, someone who is employed by that company, my ISP, has access to my modem and is going into my modem and changing settings and doing things. Okay? So this was October 28th. Okay? That this happened. And basically, the tech that was here was dumbfounded. He's like, dude, I've never seen anything like this before. Obviously, this is crazy. He called his manager, who's the regional tech manager out here in Washington or whatever, told him the whole story. He, of course, was dumbfounded, had never heard anything like this. He says, so here's what we're going to do. He says, there's two things that can be done. He says, number one, we're going to obviously launch an investigation into this. Okay? And
I could agree.
We'll let you know, you should get a call or whatever, or, he even gave me the regional manager's number and said, you can call the regional manager.
For something like this, I can believe that if that really happened.
As a follow-up, if you're not hearing anything concrete from us, to say what's going on, we'll let you know. Okay? So this was October 28th. I was told this. Now, the other thing that you can do, if you absolutely are in a situation here where, it keeps happening, you can go buy your own modem. Like, you can go buy a cable modem that's not ours. And if you buy a cable modem that's not Comcast, then it's your own property. They can't log in. They can't mess with the settings. They can't do anything to it because it's not our modem. So you have the option to do that. And I'm like, yeah, but is it really fair that I should have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars to buy my own cable modem?
Yeah, that's
avoid this?
That's what I'm saying. That's the other thing. That's the other problem. Like, this wouldn't be something where, like, oh yeah, for you to avoid our employees invading your privacy and stuff like that, go buy a new, like, that wouldn't be a workaround. That wouldn't be a workaround. Because imagine you're dealing with a Karen like Phil, and he finds out that an employee is fucking with his shit, fucking with his internet, and you tell him, yeah, you go ahead and you buy a new modem, so that way you don't have to deal with our employees fucking with your shit. Does that make any fucking sense at all? Like I said, I know Comcast is shitty, but really, bro, they're going to tell you, yeah, to avoid, not to tell you that this will never happen again. Not to tell you that they're going to stop the people that do this. They're just going to tell you straight up, yo, get yourself a new modem so that way, our employees won't fuck with you like that.
Okay. Right? So, and by the way, can I disable ads on this fucking thing?
You should have just made it not monetized, bro.
I'm going to try to disable, anytime I see an ad, I'm going to try to disable it, because it's more important to me that you guys hear the story than ads run on this fucking thing.
All right, but if that's the case, you could have not monetized the fucking shit. Monetized the fucking video. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's too much, guys. Too much. Too much at work here.
Okay. But we'll see what happens. Thank you, Freaky Professor, for the super chat. Thank you to the Jostler. Like I said, I'll do shout outs. I appreciate that. But obviously, this is an important story. This is just the beginning of the story. This is just the very beginning. Okay? So, here's the thing. So this tech leaves my house. And I start to think to myself, wait a minute. What about all those times over the last few years when all of a sudden my internet would go out when I was in the middle of something important? And it dawned on me. The Side Scrollers podcast. When I was on that podcast in March, all of a sudden my internet went out exactly the same way that it was going out then.
Yes. That day when you were on the fucking interview and you preemptively let people know that you were going to get DDoS attacked. And then when Keem came on, your computer just froze up for a little bit. Yes, I remember that. I remember when you outright prepared everyone and let them know that you might get a DDoS attack.
It just went off for a minute or two and then came back. And that was when all that crap went down on the Side Scrollers podcast, if you remember. You remember that? That came back and all of a sudden now Keemstar's on the show and all this drama and all this shit's going on.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of my interview.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, that's exactly what happened. This is some kind of a malicious person at Comcast who works for the company, who doesn't like me.
I'm telling
and
you,
actually
there's
has been
no fucking
striking
way.
down my internet and fucking with my business over the years whenever they felt like it.
Whenever they felt like it. So whenever they felt like it, and they've been doing this shit for years. How many times have you had a Comcast tech come over to your goddamn house? How many times have a Comcast tech, like I said, people, you just got to take all the pieces that Phil gives you and put them together. So you're telling me this one time in October, so he said this happened in October, correct? Like the tech came over in October that he had a guy come over, he had an appointment, correct? I just want people to, like, we can pin this. I want people to pin this for me. Because this shit, like, we got to take everything he's saying together. Hold on, let me just put this down here a little bit. So he said in October he was going through all this. I just want you to keep that date in your head.
Because they thought it either was funny or it would hurt me or whatever it was. Okay? So, basically...
Okay, so Master Flight... Hold on. Why can't I fucking see this shit? Hold on, give me a minute, guys. This thing doesn't want to give me my 3 dots because I want to pin this. Place pin. All right, hold on to make sure it goes. I don't know why the window isn't like... I'm sorry, guys. This shit is weird.
It's now dawning on me. I'm like, I can't believe this. All right? But this is absolutely true. What's going on? This must be it. What else could it be? How is it that every time that something important is going on,
Okay, I just want people to realize, he said the last time someone stopped by his house was in October, correct? Like, I want people to all have the same facts together. I don't want to go all the way back. He said the last time somebody stopped by and had to do all this shit was in October, correct? I just want people to be on board and on the same page. Okay.
That goes out, right? So, this is all happening in my head. Now, this was October 28th.
Yes, it's
okay.
October 28th. Thank you for giving me an exact date, Phil.
Since October 28th, I had no internet issues. And I'm thinking, gee, maybe this person wised up and realized, oh, well, if I keep doing this, I'm going to get caught, right? Like, I'm leaving a trail. Because there's a trail. Like, you can see a login from an employee that says they logged into the modem. The evidence is there.
What's up, Normal Jinx?
Okay? So, basically, I'm thinking, maybe this person wised up and they're going to try to cover their tracks. They're going to try to make it so that this is happening and they don't want to make sure that they don't get caught. So that way they don't get fired or, let's be honest, be arrested. Because this is malicious. This isn't just, we're messing. This is malicious stuff that's happening, right? So, nothing's been going on for the last month. But what happened in the last month? I got really sick. I got a really bad cold, flu. It might have even been COVID. So
that has
for like
nothing to do with
over
this.
a week, I was knocked out. So I didn't follow up on any of this going on because I was too sick. By the time I came back, I was trying to play catch up and everything with the business. So, you know, to be honest, did it really did I forget about it? No. But I was so already wrapped up in everything else.
Wrapped up. Okay, so let's. Okay, again, this is another reason why I think this is all bullshit. This man is dealing with someone who is fucking with him, who is fucking with his business, and the reason why he couldn't attend to this shit is because he had to do stupid shit for his business. Because he was sick. So you telling me in the time that he was sick, he couldn't fucking do anything?
By the way,
By the time he was sick, he couldn't, on his day off, he could not find out anything that was going on? The dude didn't do shit but pick up fucking cans of wait for fucking cans of soup and Tillamook cheese. You telling me you didn't think to go ahead and deal with this shit?
If you're just tuning in, you're joining us live at the RollerDrome Arena in London. Morgan Frey and Casper Hicks have been the
internet was going fine, no problems. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, so it's not a big deal then. I'll just, you know, maybe they took care of it.
Damn, I can't
maybe
even,
they did
I
this
can't
internal
focus on this game.
investigation.
Hold on.
They checked the logs. They found out who it was. They got this guy, and they kicked him out of the company, and it's all said and done. It's fine, right? So maybe that's the case, and maybe we're all good now.
So
right?
It just with no confirmation whatsoever. Again, this was a public breach of customer information, and it just nothing came about it. No recourse, no follow up, no nothing. Really, Phil. I need some nice music. Let me just let this play off.
Okay. No, that's not what happened. Okay? Because now I'm going to tell you something way worse. All right? Than everything else that just happened. All right? So get ready for this. So it's Wednesday, my day off last week. All right? The day before American Thanksgiving. So that would have been what? Like November 22nd, I think? So it's November 22nd. It's my day off. And all of a sudden, right in the middle of the day, all the internet's screwed up again. And I'm like, why would it be? It's like 2 p.m. my time. I'm like, why don't I have my day
Wait, what happened? Oh.
off, right? Would the internet be going out or whatever, right? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's weird. I'm not broadcasting. It would be one thing if I was broadcasting a special holiday event or something. Why is my internet going out again? All right? Now, just so you guys know, one thing that the tech had told me, he's like, if this happens again, you can easily go into your modem, change the settings they've messed up, or if you want to do it the easy way,
see,
just do
again,
a factory
again,
reset.
no,
Just do
no,
a factory reset of your modem.
no, again, why would, again, this is a fuck up from someone within the company. This isn't supposed to happen again. But the dude is saying, yo, if this happens again, please call us. There's no fucking way the technician would sit there and tell this dude who's having an internal attack on his system to be like, yeah, if the person attacks you again, just reset everything. Bro, that tech would be sitting there like, yo, you know, go to his boss like, yo, Tommy, bro, there's some dude that's fucking with this dude's shit. What do you mean? Like someone's actively fucking with his shit. What do you mean? Like, dude, like somebody's going in his shit and fucking with it. On our end. And it'll go from there. It won't be like a big, you know, we gotta stop everything we're doing. They'll be like, yo, what the fuck? And they'll look into it.
It knocks out anything they've messed with and sets it back to default and you'll be okay. Okay? So I go into my modem. All right? And this is that Wednesday. And once again, they've done it again. This is the same picture I'm going to show you, but just to reiterate, this is basically what they did, is they did all this again, okay? A second time. And I'm like, whoa. So it's a month later, and they're doing it again. Now, I'm trying to put it in my head, why would they be doing it on Wednesday, on my day off before Thanksgiving? And it dawned on me. This is a Comcast employee, okay? This person only has access to do this stuff certain days of the week and certain times when they're working.
Okay.
So likely this employee wasn't working on Thanksgiving, wasn't working on Black Friday, and I'm pretty confident they don't work weekends. It seems like this is a person who works like day shift.
Okay, so again, if this is something that's happening and there is a time frame for it, they definitely can find out who the fuck is doing this and they can get the person fired.
During like Monday through Friday, but of course it would have been the holidays. So it would have, you know, they wouldn't have had access. And what I'm thinking is they know I'm going to do a Thanksgiving Day stream. They know I'm going to do a Black Friday marathon. So they're going to put this in place and try to screw up my internet.
See, another reason why I think it's bullshit. He automatically knows the troll's intentions. He already knows the troll's pattern of movement. Again, you know all this shit, but yet you won't go ahead and act on it. So you know the guy's time frame. You know how the guy operates. You know what's going on, but you're not going to act on it.
Before all that, before they're out of the office. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking in my head, that's probably what it was. They want to do it out the...
You got it. You cracked the case, Phil. So why don't you just fucking do it? Just do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing, Phil. Get the bag.
Okay.
I'm going to try to play this game one more time.
When they're going out the door is what I meant to say. They want to do it before they're out the door for their holiday weekend, right?
Let's do it. Come on. We can do it, Shinko. Come on. You can play a video game and listen to Phil at the same time. You can do it. You can do it.
I fixed it. Again, what I did is, I did myself. I did that factory reset, and I fixed both modems. By the way, it was both modems. It's not just one they're doing it with. It's both modems that they're doing this to. Both of my business lines. As I said, I have 2 lines.
Again, so the guy is being harassed. So what happened when you were getting the copyright strikes, Phil, and you thought your business was at stake? You had an emergency stream. What happened when you could not access PayPal, like it was frozen or something like that? Not that you couldn't access the site, that it was just frozen. You had an emergency stream. Now, you have figured out that a person has been fucking with you. Someone who is fucking with you. And it's just nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
This internet in my home. So they screwed up both modems, and I manually did the reset to both modems to fix them. Okay? So that now I could have internet again. So if you didn't notice, I didn't mention this at all. I didn't mention this on Thanksgiving.
This is just like the social experiment thing. This is just like the Firestone story, the Firestone story. Again, this is another social experiment. You want to test the waters. But again, instead of looking for restitution, again, you're being handed this dub of like a dub which likes any locale has never seen before. You have an opportunity to show the entire world that you are being tortured, that you are being harassed, that you are being tormented. You know all this shit. You're going through all this shit, and you know you have a chance to just fucking just flip it on his head, and you chose not to. Thank you, Zach Bello 5. Another perfect point. This is just like when Phil knew for a month that someone was taking $10K within a span of weeks from his account, and he didn't do shit. I'm sorry, I'm not believing this shit. Because something like this is not normal. Something like this isn't something that you would just sit there and just go through the motions with again.
I didn't mention this on Friday. I didn't mention it at all over the weekend because the thing is, I don't want to give attention to trolls.
Again.
Okay?
And this is the man who spends every single fucking waking moment on stream talking about trolls. We got segments upon segments upon segments of trolls.
But what I did is I had the regional tech manager's phone number. And I called him and I left a voicemail. And I said, I'm sure you're probably not there because it's right before Thanksgiving. But I want to let you know this is still happening. So I don't know what, investigation was launched a month ago. But here we are, later, and nothing's happened. It basically, this person still has access. They're doing it again. And obviously, this isn't very good. I need you to look into it. I need you to call me back. Now, I don't know if you're on vacation, but call me back as soon as you get this message so we can talk about it and figure it out. So that was on Wednesday, okay? That was on Wednesday of last week, all right? So, as you know, I streamed all week. No problems, okay? No problems at all. All weekend, everything's fine. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yesterday, Monday. So think of it. Person works at Comcast. They're only working weekdays, but they had a holiday weekend. Monday, when they would have been back in the office, the crap hits the fan. Okay? I mean, this is like now we're getting really effing serious because now you ready for this? What happened? Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. All right? You ready for this? First of all, this happened. They went to my modem, my Comcast modem, and they enabled the Wi-Fi, and they decided to name it Insulting Things. Now, the problem is, this is publicly visible to everyone who's in the area and is driving around looking at the internet. They can see that this is available networks now, okay?
Okay.
So they did this. That was number one. That was the first thing they did, all right? Now, as you guys know, my internet was also going on and off yesterday. So what they were doing is while I was broadcasting my normal stream, they were resetting my modem over and over, just pressing the reset button over and over so I couldn't continuously broadcast.
Okay. So, time out. Coraz, I'm which again, there, I see what you see. I see what you see, baby. But again, it is what it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take something into account, right? I want you to take something into account. No. Rye Bread 82, you're getting there. You're there. You're getting there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now you're telling me that this man who bitches about every little thing, you don't think he would sit there and make a stink about it? You don't think a little lady by the name of Cat St. Jean would say anything about it? You know, this lady right here? You don't think this little lady right here would have something to say about that? Don't you think at some point he would have to sit there and get on stream and talk about it because his wife would see some shit like that? Exactly. Chicken. Thank you. Come on, man. Come on. You guys know this dude. You guys know this dude. Y'all know how he get down?
Okay? So, if you didn't notice, I started to ignore them. I was like, listen, if we can't keep, you know, streaming a game, then maybe what we'll do is we'll play something different. We'll do, like, I have to finish a game. I have a lingering game going on right now, and I'm like, maybe we can do the final hour of that, and even if the internet goes out, no big deal. It's only an hour, you know. So, I guess that pissed the person off.
Yeah, again.
It's like, wow, Phil's really not giving me any attention.
Yeah, he knows.
So,
he knows
what
what's
did
going
they do?
down.
I'm going to tell you what they did. All right? Now, this is where it gets scary. All right, this is where...
Bro, we're past scary already. Some dude's in your fucking network. We're past scary. We're literally past that. I can't go that far. All I'm saying, what I'm saying, Simple Guy 86, is that this is all too sus. This is way too fucking sus. For with what we know how Phil is, for something of this magnitude to happen, and for him to have it just for one fucking day, have it all bottled up for one day specifically, and then have the same person that's fucking with him supposedly drop the fucking evidence right after.
You're like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So listen to this. Since they weren't getting any attention logging into my modem and screwing with my internet, they logged into my business account itself, meaning all of the information that you have in your business account, including your name, your address, your phone number, your email addresses, your payment information, and all of that, your modem information. It's all listed in there, okay? They proceeded to not only go into there and mess with all of my information, which is against the law, by the way. You cannot do that. They also, get this, without my permission, took money
Can't do that.
away from me and made a payment towards my Comcast internet bill.
And that's the other thing that people don't fucking, like, catch on. Bro, why is it every time someone fucks with him, someone always has to take money? Someone has to take money out of the account. Someone always has to steal money from him. Every single, like, that's another thing. Why don't people pick that up? Every single time this man has something done against him, someone's robbing money from him.
For hundreds and hundreds
Hundreds
of dollars.
and hundreds of dollars, just like thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, I know that, Raziel. But again, every single time. Every single fucking time. When a troll is doing something to this man. It's always someone takes out money. Someone stealing money. Again, this man has had crimes committed against him. If we were to take him on his word. And he never pursues any type of litigation. I'm looking. That's the other thing. Dude, this is too sus.
That's fraud.
Always fraud.
That is identity theft and fraud.
And it's illegal.
You cannot
and
do that. That is a crime.
You can go
That's
to jail.
Not, I'm messing with someone's internet. That's an actual serious crime.
That didn't happen.
Okay? You cannot fuck around like that.
You can't.
And this person thinks at this point they can get away with anything. Okay? Because they've been doing it now for how many years? It's been a month since the October incident. Comcast has done absolutely nothing about it, right? So, there you have it, okay? Now, before you say, well, what evidence do you have? Well, I'm not going to show you my payment information, and I'm certainly not going to show you anything that's private, but what I will show you is what they did to my account. Would you like to see? So they logged into my account, and they changed the name on the account, they changed the email on the account, they basically changed everything, okay? So there you go. All this information.
So all that information that's there, they changed all of that. Let me screenshot this because this is once this thing is done, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Like I said, there's no fucking way. This is too fucking sus and too fucking convenient for it to be true. Just like with everything else that he fucking does, too fucking convenient and too fucking. Lines up too fucking. Hold on, give me a minute. I want to. I want to see that.
was changed to be trollish information, okay? So not only did they do all of that, as you can see, all the information changed to be troll stuff, right? Then they also, like I said, made a false payment in hundreds and hundreds of dollars towards me, okay? So this is obviously awful, right? This is not,
this is awful.
Okay, someone's messing around anymore, right? It's not. This isn't. This is, whoa, someone is seriously trying to hurt me. They're trying to take money out of my accounts and put it towards stuff that it's not supposed to be towards.
They put it towards your bill. Technically, it's supposed to go towards that. There we go. Let's go up here. Let's see up here. All right, let's continue. Let's continue because I gotta.
Right, and that's the problem. Like, that's horrible. Like, anyone could mess with my accounts now, right? If they have this access. So that is why yesterday when I was live on stream, I basically had to go offline. Like, if you remember, yesterday when I was live on stream, even though I said we were going to continue to stream and ignore the nonsense, I had to go offline because I had to immediately contact Comcast and say, you have to stop with all of this going on right now. You have to stop this payment. You have to stop this access, whatever it is. You have someone who could steal all my money out of my account. So immediately what I did is
we're talking theft from the inside. So again, this is something that died. See, this is what happens when I pay attention to Phil. Look, she murked me. Eliminated. So basically, I know I got eliminated. Damn, you don't have to tell me. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought because I got shot. Like,
all them.
Again, you had payment information. You had, again, and I'm not distracted by his hairline. Bro, basically, if this were to fucking happen, you would be in contact with a Comcast employee until it was resolved.
And the person who, I got from billing basically said, all right, I'm going to remove everything. So he removed the payment information. All that stuff's removed from my account now. So there's no way that they could keep processing payments in my name. Okay? Thankfully.
But you have it set to auto pay. You have it set to auto pay. They can't do that.
The problem now with that is now all my stuff's messed up. I'm on a contract with Comcast that they call it an auto pay discount. Meaning if you have your account set up on auto pay, you put your account information into their website, you set it up, you get a discount. Now I've lost my discount.
No.
How's that fair? Did I do anything wrong to lose my discount? No. It's their own messed up system.
So again, okay, so now, Phil, again, like if this was true, you're entitled to buku bucks, my guy. Buku bucks. If this was real. If this was real, you'd be making bank right now.
Okay, so I was on the phone with Comcast yesterday for 2.5 hours. I talked to billing. I talked to customer. It's CSA. It's like customer security assurance, which is the fraud department. Okay. So first I talked to billing, and billing's like, we can't stop the payment yet. What we're gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna look into it and see if it processes or not. And if it doesn't, we can try to stop it. If not, we'll keep the amount that you need for your bill anyway, and we'll credit you.
What about the guy that's stealing my shit?
That's fair enough. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. But, I need to have this so that no one has access to my information.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's what I'm saying. This is why what you're saying makes no fucking sense. There's no way that you're going to have a customer service rep that won't be able to access your payment information. Because what if you have to call them and do something? Like, this doesn't, like, Phil, this doesn't add up, bro. This is what I'm saying. These factors do not add up to a cohesive story. That's why I'm saying this is just like with the tire story. There's not enough evidence to corroborate what he's saying. And there's much more evidence to go against what he's saying.
Over to the fraud department. I explained the whole thing to the fraud department. And the fraud department says, okay, so here's a ticket number I'm like, okay, I don't know what you want me to do with this. What are you gonna do? Well, we have to file it. We have to escalate it. And I said, but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna call me? Are you gonna follow up? Well, we don't know. All I'm doing is taking your information. You know, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll take all your information and we'll look into it. Okay? So he puts me on hold. I'm not kidding you. The agent puts me on hold for 30 minutes. Okay? 30 minutes. Saying he's gonna come back and tell me the results of all of this. He never comes back. Instead, he transfers me to the residential customer support department. And the person on the line that I'm talking to says, I don't know why you're with me. I have no idea why you were transferred over to me. Because this, you know, I can't help you. This is obviously an error or the guy's messing with you. He says, so I'm going to put you back over to customer support. He puts me back to the guy in billing. And the guy in billing's like, I just talked to you for like 45 minutes and helped you as much as I could. Why did they put you back to me?
See,
I don't know.
For something of this magnitude, it wouldn't work like that. Again, this isn't like some fucking doctor's office. You're dealing with a company that has to deal with a fucking case of fraud. Before they would transfer you, they would be calling these people and letting them know that they're transferring that person to them. They wouldn't just go ahead and just toss people. This would be preempted. This would be listed in your previous tickets. Which is why I'm going to get into what I'm going to get into in a few, which makes this story sound so unfucking believable. Exactly, Green Lobster. For some place like Comcast, he wouldn't get the same person twice. Yes, Zerglue, it's the same shit. It's the same shit, bro. What's up, baby? My Theo theory is that this is just sus. I can't sit there. You guys know me. I'll sit there and I'll hit you with the heat. I hit you with the receipts. I don't have any. All I know is he's saying things that are familiar in prior sob stories. And he's giving me information that doesn't make any sense. That's it. I can't sit there. I can't sit there. Hey, what's up, home? How you doing? Just chilling. I can't sit there and put a finger on what's really going on. I can't sit here and say, oh, Phil spoke to somebody at Comcast and they're working together. I can't do that. I don't have the evidence to prove that theory. But I can go ahead and show that there are too many holes in this story for it to be true. Right, Smile, thank you for the $5 super chat. And shalom Adonai, baby. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Ice? Because again, we're dealing with a man. Like, again, we have to forget the story. We can't just take his word for it. We have to take everything into consideration. We're talking about a man who will use any opportunity for a sob story, for a avenue to beg. Having crimes committed against him. And instead of him pursuing legal action, instead of him protecting himself, he would much rather sit in front of a TV screen. Sit in front of a TV screen. I mean, a camera. And bitch about it. What's up, Instant Tiger Gang? How you doing, baby? Phil, the pancakes are ready. Like I said, there's stuff that I could say this is real, this is not. But like I said, putting it all together, it does not add up.
I don't know. I don't work for you. You know, I don't know what they're doing. So then he's...
Yes, but you know that the person who's fucking with you, you know that it's an employee, you know his hours, you know what he's doing, but yet you don't know how to approach that particular situation.
All right, I'm going to put you back to fraud. He calls the fraud department, and he argues with the fraud department for 30 minutes that they're supposed to be helping me.
And again, this is another reason why this is a fucking lie, because they wouldn't be talking to each other over the fucking phone. They would be sending each other emails. See, Phil, this is how your lack of real-world experience exposes your lies. So we're dealing with a public breach of customer information, and people are just calling each other on the phone. Like if it's a call center, like it's an entire call center. This is 2023. I know you don't work, but we use things like, Teams, Outlook, WebEx, Cisco Jabber. There's no way you're going to tell me something that's happening that's something that's happening to you in that magnitude, something of that magnitude, and they bickered over it over the phone in front of you. Really?
Why did they put me in a circle, right? Like, he's mad. The actual billing agent is pissed that this person in fraud seems to be blowing me off and not helping me, okay? So he's actually arguing with him behind the scenes, and finally, they put me back with fraud, and the fraud guy says, all right, so what we're doing is, you know, we're going to have this filed. You have your ticket number. Yes, there's going to be a serious escalation that will be taken seriously, and we'll be contacting you about it. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to transfer you over to, to, the tech support. Why?
Like I said, at this point, at this stage, Phil wouldn't be talking to people on the phone. He would be dealing with these people over email. Something like this. Something like this. We're not dealing with phones anymore. We're going over email. I've never continued a phone conversation with somebody continuously back and forth. After this, we're taking this offline and we're doing it with email. But he's saying that he's been dealing with this shit for so long and he keeps going to the phones about it. And which is fucking weird because email, you love email, Phil. Email's the one place where you can thrive. You can sit there and tell your whole sob story and literally have people read and be like, damn, we really gotta help this dude. But nah, you was on the phone with these people for 30 minutes.
Well, maybe tech support can help you. I said, I know they can't help me. All right, whatever. Transfer me over. So they transfer me over to tech support. Explain the situation. Oh, we can't.
Again, you wouldn't have to explain the situation because it would be on your fucking ticket. They wouldn't have to explain anything because it would be on the ticket or it would be in the email of the investigation.
Do anything. No.
Oh, Jim. Thank Jim. You know what? I like you, Jim. I like you, Jim. Jim saying all the right stuff. Jim is saying all the right. Let me pin this.
Kidding. But what we're going to do, we're going to file a ticket.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just this thing. It's fucking
Oh,
up.
good. A ticket? You're going to file me a ticket. Huh? Okay. So they file a ticket, and their end, where it says everything going on with the modem and how this person has the power to mess with my modem and all of that. Okay? So, all right, I guess, right? Fine. But will anything come of that? Who knows? Now, in the meantime, I call the regional manager of tech support twice. I actually had called him before during the day when this was all going down. I had called him and left him a voicemail saying, hey, I know that you're probably just getting back from the holiday, but this is a serious issue. My internet's going down again. I need your help. And then I called him after 2.5 hours of being on the phone with everyone else, left another voicemail. I say, hey, so just so you know, now I've been on the phone with fraud. I've been on the phone with everyone. Everyone says they're filing tickets, but no one seems to be able to help me. So what am I supposed to do when I need to broadcast tomorrow for work? I need your help. Please call me back ASAP. Okay? Now, in the meantime, I'm not the kind of person.
Mikey gave me thank you for the $5 super chat, hun. Phil be wilding out on this one, element on this shit, laughing my ass off. He does, honey. He does.
To just sit around like an idiot and
Yes,
let
you
this
are.
happen to me.
You literally did. You just talked about how you let this shit happen for fucking months. You're not a go-getter. You didn't go get the guy that's fucking with you. You still didn't.
I'm saying, okay, so rather than just sit around and let this continuously happen over and over and over, I'm going to do initially what I was told to do a month ago by that tech. I'm just going to get a new modem. So I went on Amazon.
So
I bought a modem. Rush, send me a modem right now.
Yeah.
And they did. I got a new modem last night during my late stream. That's not a Comcast modem. Okay? So, it's a brand new, fresh modem. It has nothing to do with Comcast whatsoever. All right?
Exactly, right.
And I hooked it up. But with Comcast, you can't just have your modem work. You got to call them, and you got to give them the data off the modem. And then they set it up, and then it works. So I had to call them late. It was like 11 p.m. last night. And I'm calling them. And, of course, you know, I'm trying to get this done, right?
Oh, my God, Phil. You shouldn't have... Okay, you just answered the question. You answered the question for me. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, you lying piece of shit.
And there you go. And then they do it, and now it works, right? So now my internet's working, all right? And it's not on the old modem, the Comcast modem anymore. It's now on this new modem, okay? This third-party
Oh, no.
modem. All right?
Homer,
Great.
that's Phil's number.
So now I should have no
that's
issues,
Phil's number.
right? I should be in the clear. They shouldn't be able to access the modem because it's not a Comcast modem. They don't have the credentials to log into the modem and mess with it. They can't change the wireless settings. They can't put on filters. They can't do any of that crap, right?
Yo, I'm loving this right now. I'm loving this right now because he is fucking exposing himself in ways that he has. Oh my God!
And by
like, bro, I think I have a small stupid Theo theory, but Jesus Christ, you are so fucking dumb, Phil. You are dumb for holding these fucking sessions, and you literally leave out pieces, because this is the fun part for me. The fun part for me is basically taking all the information presented and putting it together as best as I can. And right now, you're putting it together way better than I ever could.
Obviously, I probably should have a new IP, and I should have all this. It's all different, because remember, the thing that happens
this is fucking hilarious.
Comcast modems is really silly. It always seeks out the same IP address, but when you swap modems, you get a new IP address. Okay? So,
Let me just
I gotta
play.
There you go. Now, so all that, goes down or whatever. All right? And I'm like, okay, so today, hopefully, number one, hopefully I'm going to get calls from Comcast. I'm going to get support. They're going to help me. I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I'm going to have multiple departments who are on this, are working on this and escalated it. Because when you call Comcast, oh, sir, your security is of our utmost concern. 100%. You have to understand, your security is our biggest concern. Okay? That's what they say. Now, this is someone who has access to my modem, someone who can mess with my business on a daily basis, and someone who has access to all of my business information and my payment information and is filing fake payments, committing fraud, which is a crime.
Can't be
And I have
done.
it all documented, that it's all happening. I've saved all the information to prove that it's happening. And I filed claims with this company. I've got 3 voicemails in with the regional tech manager. So you know they're going to be right on top of this, right? Now, in the meantime, just...
Shiloh, you're almost there, Shiloh. Who is it? Shiloh and Jim, you guys are almost there. You guys are putting the pieces together.
to show you that, again, I'm not a slouch on this. I actually even contacted Xfinity's social media team.
Wow.
And I said, I don't know what to do in this situation. And they said, you got to go to the fraud team. I said, I did. Just so you know. I contacted that fraud team, and I filed claims or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, all right? But that's what they told me. Like, that's all you can do is you can contact the fraud team, and that's it. All right? So, I wake up this morning, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed. I'm ready for the day because I'm feeling positive. Things are going to go good today, right? And I check my phone. I got no emails. I got no phone calls. I got no voicemails. Nothing. Zero. Nothing whatsoever from anyone. Okay? Am I surprised and shocked? No. I'm not. But you would think that a company that takes your security so seriously, and we have documented evidence that fraud just occurred with their system, that they would probably be on it to prevent anything further from going on. I mean, we're not just talking someone's messing with you. We're talking this could be a legal issue for them. Because my
I believe it,
security
Homer.
has been compromised, and it seems to be their fault. There is an internal employee doing all of this. Okay? Well,
Oh, yeah, of course,
I'm like,
Darksy.
all right, well, I'm not expecting much, but you know what? Maybe today I will get contacted, and, you know, and maybe they will handle it. I don't know. But anyway, I can stream now. Right? Right? So I turned on my stream this morning, and within a minute of it being live, the person resets my modem. So what this tells me is, even though Comcast doesn't have access to that modem, like they can't go in that modem and change its settings, they've got a reset button. And they could just hit it whenever they want.
Yeah.
They could press it right now during this live stream. They already did. They did before, and they could do it right now again. That they have the ability to do this whenever they want, okay? Which is absolutely stupid because it's not their property.
Yes, but you're using their service, you dumbass.
I didn't give Comcast permission to mess with my equipment.
But you're using
so
their...
what gives them the right to do that,
Because you're...
right? I didn't
you're
ever
using
give
their
them the right
internet.
to do that. You know what I mean?
I just want him to
So,
finish so I could go ahead and just fucking
they
talk
shouldn't
about how
have
stupid
that
this
access.
is.
And according to the tech that was at my house in October, they shouldn't have had access. But apparently they at least have the ability to reset the modem. Because that's what they've been doing. They did it multiple times this morning when I was just turning the stream on. And I'm like, so I can't work. So I cannot do a live stream of gameplay. I cannot do a podcast.
Yes, you
at
can.
any point during any stream, they could just keep hitting the reset button like this, right? So,
Bro,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm telling you right now, like, yo, like, I'm sorry. Like, maybe I'm too autistic and, like, I take everything that comes in, you know, and I analyze everything. But, like, dude, this dude is, like, he's saying things. He's saying things that he literally picked up from fucking Twitter, man.
Here, I got a few questions for Comcast, and I would love to get answers on this. Number one, how do you have a company, all right, where you have employees that you don't monitor what they're doing?
They
You
do.
don't have any audits of employee activity?
Yes, they do. They do, Phil. They do have audits. There's an auditing system for the ticketing system for situations just like this. This is why I'm saying you're a bullshit fucking liar. This wouldn't have been some fucking crazy thing that would have been involved all these different people. It would have been you having one fucking point of contact, reaching out to this person via email, and that person would have been giving you the follow-up with everything that was going on. Okay? When people log on to their fucking shit in Comcast, it's fucking tied to their Active Directory account. There's no fucking way you're gonna tell me some dude is gonna be fucking stupid enough to do all that shit and not get fucking caught. And it doesn't matter if it's quitting or if it's his last day. He's putting himself in a lot of fucking hot water because he can be fucking tracked down. You're not making any sense.
That there's no malicious stuff going on. What level of power are you giving your employees that they can log into modems, change settings,
Yeah, it's crazy.
log into business accounts, see all the data, change all the data without permission? That's the other thing. There's no levels to prevent any of this. Apparently,
Phil, it doesn't work like that. Comcast is one of the largest telecommunication companies in the world. In the world. They're not going to let shit just go around. There might be things that fall into the cracks, but like I said, this isn't going to some shit that they're just going to let happen all willy-nilly. Again, what you're talking about, what you're trying to tell people is that you are a victim of a public breach of your customer information. That's not something small. That's big, bro. You have no idea how fucking huge Comcast is. Okay? Comcast is a subsidiary of a larger parent network. So again, if somebody was doing some dumb fuckery like this, they would find the person immediately. You have no idea how large that fucking company is. Bro, their fucking CEO can't fucking ride a plane with other fucking executives on some president shit. Because in the event of a situation, they need to have somebody running the fucking company. That's how big the fucking company is, bro.
Ice Yamamoto, thank you for the 49 super chat. At my job, anytime they need to know, they look up the number that was given to us and see who did anyhow in seconds. It makes no sense to me. Exactly. There's no fucking way you're going to tell me that these people were doing all this shit, and there's no restitution. And again, the way that you're speaking like these people are like your fucking local, like, your local hospital or something. No, it wouldn't work like that. Something like of this nature that was been escalated, you would have gotten a point of contact via email. Because remember, this is a business account. This isn't a residential account. This isn't Joe Schmo. He can't watch fucking, the NBA or some shit like that. This is a fucking business owner. Exactly, stranger.
I dribbled off.
You would have people actually trying to help you.
Let's continue.
Yeah, no, he did something way stupid. He's exposing way more than he's supposed to let on. Because once he's done, once he goes, okay, I'm going to stop, we're going to get into it.
Give their employees an insane amount of freedom. Okay? And the funny part is, like I said, this is proven, because some people are saying dumb stuff in the chat. It's a hacker. No. The tech looked at this modem when they were here in October and said, no, this right here shows this is...
Again, I want you people to understand what he said. In October.
Employee login. He says there's different. He says if it was a customer login or, if you see different levels of login, he says this is an employee login. That's what that is. It shows it right there. That's the answer right there. This is not, you guys, I know you go, oh, you got to think of, there it is, by the way. The internet just went out. Just like I said, the internet just went out right now. So this person just hit the reset button again.
And it's happening now.
And now it's going to
it's
cycle.
happening now.
In 60 seconds. Okay?
Yes. So it's happening right the fuck now. So right now, as the crime is being committed against you, you're not doing anything. You're just going to sit there and use this video as documented proof for what? And that's the other thing. Why are you documenting proof? For what? For what exactly?
Anyway, this is the point I'm making, is this person apparently has unlimited power. And there's...
Like I said, it's not like, again, this is something I'm telling you guys from, like, I keep telling you guys from shit that I know, based on the shit that he's saying, it does not add up. There's no way someone would go ahead and steal an ID. There's no way, Waffle Master, someone could steal an employee ID, walk into a fucking building, because that's what you're saying. What you're saying, an employee ID, the only thing an employee ID is good for is to get into a building. So what you're trying to tell me is that someone took somebody's ID, went into Comcast, logged onto the person's system, and fucked with Phil's shit. Would never happen. You're saying somebody else might have used the employee's information to hack into Phil's shit to do that. They would find the person.
Checks or balances for this. There's no way for someone to be looking at this and say, this is wrong, this person should not have unlimited...
There is no unlimited access. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, not every employee... Like, dude, this is why Phil lies so badly. He doesn't understand how the real world works. Any real corporate company, any real big corporate company, you know that they have these little fucking training sessions almost every year, right? About personal information, about access, about security, about handling sensitive information. Every year, these big corporations have this. But you're sitting there thinking that, you're sitting there thinking that people are going to just believe that some dude is just sitting there, some low-level dude at Comcast is sitting there with unlimited power. And he's just fucking with your shit.
Power.
I know, Rez. Like I said, he's
He's like, Phil is speaking to the wrong one because he's saying too many things. He's doing too many things. He's saying too many things that don't add up with the real world experience of how I know this type of shit would go down.
To do whatever they want? Like, how does that make any sense? Just think about that. How crazy that is. You give your employees unlimited power. You would think that if they have to access someone's account and do this kind of stuff, that there's got to be checks and things in place, right? Apparently not. Apparently they can do whatever they want. They go to anyone's account, mess with anything, and there's no person auditing anyone in the company to see that they're doing things right. I mean, can you imagine the liability here?
Bro, hold on. I gotta send. Let me get this. Please watch this. Hold on. I gotta send this to one of my old homies, bro. This is. I gotta. This is fucking. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. So I just had to send this to an old coworker of mine, and he's gonna come back laughing. So let me just
malicious actions. You know what I mean? And
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Razio, I could think that. I could probably think that.
How many people out there have internet with one of these ISPs, Comcast or otherwise? It's not just me. How many people are live streamers and broadcasters today?
Phil, there's only about like 4 or 5 telecommunication companies running shit. You don't really have that much of a choice in terms of competition.
What if someone has a bug up their butt about you and they don't like you for whatever reason? So now
that's saying something.
They just have the right to go in and mess with your internet and even make payments in your name, and there's no repercussions for it. There's literally nothing that can be done at all.
Yes, there can be. They fucking find out who's been accessing your account, who's been doing what, and then they will find it.
Like, how does that seem to make any sense at all? I want you to think about that. It doesn't. Any other company that I've ever worked for, they make sure, all right? They absolutely make sure that you're doing the right thing. They audit every once in a while.
Yeah, that's why you got fired from Best Buy, right? Right?
Look at your work. They have a manager watching you from over your shoulder to see what's going on. Apparently not at Comcast. Okay? I mean, that's ridiculous. You would think that they would. So that's my concern number one. All right? Like, that's number one. I'm going to try to restart the stream here and see if it works or not. Okay? I am recording, but let me see if I can get the stream to restart. And there it goes. So now it'll restart. I had to do it. I had to basically click, and then it started again. So anyway, there's your example right there. My internet just went out and came back. So this person, again, hit the reset button. So they have the ability to reset my modem whenever they want. They can just reset the modem.
He picked that up from someone.
Okay? They don't have power to do anything else. They can't mess with the settings in the modem or anything, but they can reset the modem. Okay?
So wait.
So that's number one. Apparently, employees at Comcast have unlimited power.
No, they
don't.
don't.
Can do it. I mean, they have access to your modem. They have access to your financials. They have access to everything. And they can do whatever they want with it. And there's no, who's checking, who's auditing, who's making sure that they're doing the work that they're supposed to be doing and not messing with your stuff. And again, can you imagine if you were any streamer or anything like that, right? Anyone could be at risk at this point. Anyone. All right, so that's number one. Number two, how is it that when a situation like this is identified, okay, this is a serious thing. It's fraud. It's malicious actions from an employee. It's been identified. It was a month ago. This was identified by the tech. Okay? A month ago.
Phil, keep saying a month ago, please. Phil, I want you to keep harping on the fact that the last time a tech had stopped by your house was a month ago. Oh no, Razzie, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Oh, my bad.
Identified by the tech. Not yesterday, over a month ago.
A month
October
ago.
28th.
October 28th.
So yeah, exactly a month ago.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me those dates. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually.
I like that.
And supposedly that tech talked to their regional manager, and supposedly that regional manager.
Kevin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hunt Phil is the most unreliable of narrators. He's stupid. He's a compulsive liar. If something happened at all, he says. Exactly. I'm sorry if these super chats are not like. Okay. Phil is the most unreliable of narrators. He's stupid. He's a compulsive liar. If something happened at all, it isn't what he says. And that's the thing I want to point out. That's the main thought that I want to put in people's heads. If something happened at all, it isn't what he says. That's the thing.
The pancakes are ready.
Thank you. You put it into words. You put it into words that I couldn't. None of this shit happened the way he said it happened. So none of this shit is fucking real. Let's continue.
Or whatever it was, that was a month ago. Why did Comcast never contact me to tell me what was going on? Right? Why did Comcast never follow up with me to assure me that things had been fixed? Why did Comcast just blow this off?
They couldn't have.
Do they think it's a joke? Do they think that my 9.5 years as a customer is a joke? Do they think that my viewer base of my business is a joke? Do they not? Or is it just that they don't care? That even though they claim, oh, your security is our biggest concern in this, they actually don't give a crap.
Yes, I think it's another
They
tire
say all
stolen,
that, they blow
stolen
smoke up your
tire
butt,
situation.
But they don't care.
Hernando.
I mean, right now, I can't actually contact anyone at Comcast who knows anything about this situation. If I call, you get a line-level person.
You shouldn't
who
be
doesn't know
calling.
anything.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
Tell them the situation, and they'll be like, okay, we'll file and escalate. And that's it. No one in that company takes ownership of anything. Meaning, there should be someone who's considered a direct line of contact for situations like this. You know, a problem solver, a fixer, per se.
No, there
right?
isn't.
Someone
There isn't.
Who
You have
owns the situation.
Yes.
Says, okay.
You will deal with a point of contact who will reach out to you via email, and you will be that person, that point of contact for that person. That's it. You will be speaking to that person immediately. That's what I'm saying. There's no way that something like this, such as a public breach of customer information, would be just passed around like a late bill.
I'm the person who's going to take ownership of this messed up thing happening to you, and we're going to fix it for you, right? They should have people like that. They absolutely positively should have people who are responsible for fixing stuff like that, right? Should they not? Does it even make sense that they don't? Why should you just have an entire company of line-level people, line-level employees, right, who have no access to anything besides a basic ability to file something? You know what I'm saying? And then the only way that it ever gets helped is what? It has to go through 20 levels of escalation, and it probably sits on someone's desk for 2 months.
So, Phil, again, this is where, again, you show your lack of real-world knowledge is exposing your lie. So, again, Phil, if you have a line level, there's a line level, you just use the word line level twice. But in this instance, you're saying that there's a line level person that can't help you, so this has to be escalated to somebody else. So that would leave the question, who the fuck is fucking with your shit? So you're telling me that there's an employee that has unfettered access to fuck with your shit, but there's not an employee that can the employee that's supposed to help you is fucking helpless. They can't do anything. So what is it, Phil? It's either the employees have all this unfettered access that they can just fuck up whatever they want, or they don't have any access and it has to just get pushed around and let it sit on somebody's desk until something happens. This is why you need to shut up. You don't know how the real world works, so your lies don't make any sense. Because we're going to get into the tickets in a few.
And it probably, you know what I mean? For something like this is like a slap bang situation. We've got evidence of malicious intent. We've got evidence that all these bad things are happening, right? There's evidence that there's employee logins into my modem and showing all the malicious stuff they changed. There's evidence someone even did a payment in my name. There should be data attached to that payment to show who issued the payment, right? So all of this should be documented 100%, right? So it's this simple, okay? They need to have someone who is going to jump on the situation and is going to fix it. Okay? No more of this, you know, well, we're going to file, we're going to escalate, and you just sit around and you hope that it fixes or something goes right. No, that's not acceptable. From anyone's perspective, how would that be acceptable, right? Sit here and just file, put in the log, put in this, put in the log. I want to be contacted by someone at Comcast who says, I'm the person who's your contact on this. I'm going to own it. I'm going to make sure this gets resolved. I'm going to give you updates on it. I'm going to make sure that no one is doing anything to you. You know, we're going to take care of this because this is a serious issue. Yes, your security is a real concern for us. You know what I'm saying? And we want you to have, to be able to operate your business like you always have. You know, I just don't get it. How on earth do you not take it seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, here's the question. What do I do? Because this person, they've already reset my modem twice already. Or actually 3 times during this broadcast and can keep doing it. They can literally do it over and over and over. All right? Now, I've noticed, like I said, it seems that this only seems to happen during certain days and certain times of the day. So it seems to me like this is an employee who goes in and works a certain time of day, and that's when they have
he
access
knows
to everything.
He knows
But
the employee's
I noticed
MO.
Usually it doesn't happen at night. It certainly didn't happen during the holiday weekend, which is weird. This is why it's really, really weird.
Yeah,
okay?
it's weird.
Because why, if this is the case, and this is going on, and it's an employee of Comcast doing it, which all the evidence points towards, okay?
All the evidence points towards.
The way I see it is they would have shut me down during the Thanksgiving stream. They would have shut me down during the Black Friday marathon. Like, those are far more important events. You know what I'm saying? They are. They're just far more important events than a normal daily stream.
Yeah. Again, why wouldn't this guy do it in a specific day?
Like, yeah, yesterday it sucks. I couldn't stream Modern Warfare 3, you know, like I was supposed to. Today, right now, I should be streaming my podcast, and I should be getting to Super Mario RPG. I should, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
you could be doing that right now. You could be doing that.
What am I supposed to do?
Sue.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what I can do.
Sue and make content out of it.
Anyone could just sit here and hit reset. They just did it again. This is the 4th time now during this stream. Just hit reset, reset, reset.
Hey guys, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something really cool. You guys want to see something really cool? Watch this. Watch this. Now, are we back? We should be back, right? We should be back. Are we back? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys lost me. It looks like there's an internet service provider that just, my internet service provider just doesn't like me and just decided to just fuck with me. I'm so sorry about that. I mean, next time I'll be sure to not piss off my ISP to make sure I don't go through this ever again, okay? I apologize. So sorry. I mean, that malicious employee, who has unfettered access just decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fucking just fucking cut off Phil's shit. Sorry about that. Yeah, Phil. Phil, come on, Phil. You're not helping me out here, Phil. Help me out here, Phil.
So,
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't make sense. It seems like right
RE1,
now
this
they're
is
at work,
RollerDrome.
and so they're at work and they're
I got it on
sitting
Game
there,
Pass.
and they say, "Ha, because I'm at work, I can just keep hitting reset on Phil's modem over and over."
They would
and
literally
get away
catch
with
the
it.
guy right then
they
and
think
there.
It's funny, but at some point, obviously, this is going to get caught up with them, and it's gonna get taken care of, right? So I mean, what are my options? You know, number one, I guess I've done everything that I possibly can.
You didn't sue.
To get help from Comcast. I've called the regional manager more than three times. I left 3 voicemails and gotten no response whatsoever. I got no call back from the regional manager at all. They've completely blown me off. All right? At this point, you have to believe they're back in the office. Right? It's been Wednesday of last week was when I left the voicemail. So you're telling me by now they're still not back in the office? Like, what is that? That's crazy. Of course they got to be back in the office by now, right? So obviously, that sounds like a bunch of crap. Like, you know, so that's messed up that this guy's blowing me off, whoever he is. I don't know why, but apparently he is. And then, like, again, what is my recourse here? You know, I don't know what other power I have. Now you might say, well, Phil, why don't you stop using Comcast? Okay. I mean, you're right. I could, I could basically contact them and be like, you know, this is ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, you could.
You know, I feel like I don't have any confidence that you guys care about me or my business or my security.
Okay.
And I could cancel my accounts with Comcast.
Do that.
But I don't think there are like no other internet service providers.
So I mean, but yes, there are. You fucking dumbass. I mean, even if there isn't, so now you got to shut the fuck up and bitch. Just get fucking ClearNet or whatever the fuck's the satellite bullshit
in my area, that would sadly really give me the speeds and stuff that I have with Comcast. Like right now with Comcast.
You see, again, this is another reason why this is 100% a fucking lie. This is 100% a fucking lie.
I have unlimited internet, meaning I can stream as much as I want. There's no cap.
You can get that. I do that here.
There are limits on the internet, so it allows me to stream as much as I need. They give me the speed I need to stream and upload. So no matter who else I go with, right? Sadly, they're not going to.
Logan K, thank you for the $5 super chat, hon. I respond to a lot of messages as part of my work, and I can tell you Phil's delaying response time by leaving 3 in one day. Chill. Exactly, honey.
I do the same thing.
Really give me the quality of the service that I have with Comcast. It was the same. It was the same back in Connecticut. In Connecticut, I was stuck with Cablevision / Optimum Online, where they were the only ISP in the area that would give good internet to where I lived. And they weren't that good. Like, it had issues. So that's eventually one of the reasons why I actually moved. You know? But for me, this is just the problem here is I don't know what to do. I'm not getting any help. And that's really why I'm doing this stream and why I'm doing this video today. I didn't want to have to tell you guys this story and show you the evidence. You know, you look at something like this. This is just creepy shit. This is someone, you know, who works at Comcast, who is a nut job. They're putting insulting things into my modem. You know what I say? Like, that's an employee of your company. And you're allowing them to do this because I told you about it a month ago, right? And no one did anything, right? So, I really don't know what to do, all right? I put in all the logs, and so far I've heard nothing from Comcast. I haven't gotten a call back from the regional manager, all right? The social media team says contact the fraud department. I already did contact the fraud department, you know? And, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know, like, how do I fix this exactly? This person could just sit there and hit reset on my modem, and they have gotten away with it up to this point. So it's obvious they're under the impression they're going to keep getting away with it, right? And I really have no recourse and no way to fix it. So what am I supposed to do? Now, it's hilarious because you got people in the chat, lawyer up. Great. How does that fix my internet exactly?
That doesn't, again, so this is okay, so this is the main reason why I will sit there and say this is all bullshit. This is why I will sit there and say this is all fucking bullshit. Because one of the biggest ways for that I smell Kabuki Theater out the fucking ass is when he outright lets you know that there's no solution to his problem. None. Because even after this, if you look at the next couple of videos, it's literally the same thing. It's 3 separate videos where it says, what do we do? What's my alternatives? And he shoots down each and every single one. And it's not because he just wants to sit there and bitch. It's because there's nothing to fucking do. Because if he actually went through the fucking channels on getting restitutions for what was going on, it would expose a lot more. So I'm out. After hearing this in its entirety, I am going to say that Phil had to do some dealings with Comcast. I wholeheartedly do not believe someone was fucking with his shit. Because if someone was really fucking with his shit and it got to a point where Phil spoke to somebody, it would be escalated to a point where Phil would have a contact that would let him know whether or not the issue would be resolved. There is no fucking way that a Comcast employee would have been able to log on to Phil's account, to Phil's tickets, what have you, and do whatever the fuck they want without being tracked. There's no way that's not gonna happen. I tell people this shit all the time. Just because, you know, you may work for a company. Your company may seem lazy. Your company may seem like they're not doing nothing. But let's say if they really need to find something out about you, or if they really need to find something out that could be a detriment to their business, to the business itself, they're gonna find your shit. But here we go. We're gonna play this game, Phil. We're gonna play the game where we poke holes in your fucking story. Okay? So the first thing I want to bring up, I'm gonna put away the game now because this is the part where we bring up the information that's provided for us and we poke holes through this shit. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna poke up 2 images. So the first image is this one. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. DSP Enterprises. Right here is one that says DSP Enterprises. Right? So that's the first thing that kind of got me off. The fact that it says DSP Enterprises. I don't know what DSP Enterprises is. Phil's business is called Burnell Productions. I know a Burnell Production. I don't know what DSP Enterprises is. That's the first thing. Okay? The other thing is this account has the darksydephil at gmail.com, at hotmail.com address. Okay? So here, let me do something else. Let me look for something else. Because I don't know if you guys can see, but I can't really see it from here. Let me put this shit up because I'm not listening to Phil. I'm leaving. All right? So right here it says DSP Enterprises. And it has the Hotmail account. Right? Now, we go to the second line. Come on. So you can't see this one. You got this another account that just says Burnell. It doesn't even have a name on it. It just says BurnellPP@yahoo.com. So there's that. I know you can't see it, but if you probably go to the farms, like if you go to the farms and get like a clearer picture, you can see the dates. Hold on. You can see the dates of the service that was done. Let me pull that up for you. Let me pull up this one real quick. There we go. So what I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to show 2 things right now. See, this doesn't, oh my God, this doesn't make any, see, look, there's even more fucking holes in this story. So look, hold on. See, this is what this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm going to go back, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. So what's this? Hold on, man. This is some bullshit. Because I'm seeing here, because this isn't making any sense now. This really isn't making any sense. Is it this one? Okay, so there's this one right here, right? Now on the top it says DSP Enterprises. This is DSP Enterprises. I've never heard of DSP Enterprises. I've heard of Burnell Productions. Whether if it's not Phil, then it's a lie. And if it is Phil, that means he's been doing something sketchy in terms of his business. All right? Now here's the other thing. His would be the second account. This would be the second account. Right? Make sure this SMB is the same. Where it says DSP, and this is where I was wrong. See, this is where it doesn't make any sense. So this one is listed under DSP Enterprises' second account. Sorry, my bad. Hold on. Fucking window. I hate when I'm trying to say something. Exit full screen. This is the second account. All right? So now, see, the thing is, I want to show something specific. So this would be from the second account. This would be from the first account. I know this is a little autistic, but I need you guys to just follow along with me real quick. I wish I was faster with this shit, man. All right, so here we're going to go here, and I'm going to go here. So we got those two accounts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can you confirm something for me? Phil said the last time, remember the last time that the tech was there was in October, correct? Am I correct or am I incorrect? I need to know because I don't want to get my information wrong. According to Phil, on this fucking pre-stream, he said that the last time he saw tech was October. Okay. So now, if you go ahead and if you zoom into these two pictures of both of both accounts, you're going to see something funny. We're gonna save this. And we're gonna save this. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm a boomer when it comes to, this shit. Sorry. I'm not as much of a boomer as Phil, but I'm a boomer when it comes to this shit. So this is the ticketing list for one of his this is the ticketing list for one of those accounts. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Hook me up here. Hook me up. So here's one of the, so from what I'm seeing, so he said that someone was there in October. But for one account, I'm only seeing work done in up to September. Did I get that right? I don't understand that you saw somebody in October. This has been going on, but yet the last time you actually dealt with somebody was in September. That's for one account. Let's check the other account. This is the second account. Why did this come out so fucking huge? Why is this so? I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like DSP right now. Why is this doing this? Hit the screen. Let me hold on. Let me just do this one quick. There we go. So on this one, I'm only seeing 8/23. I'm only seeing 8/3/2023, August. So in both of these accounts, it shows that the last time Phil has had any work done, the latest, was in November. Was in September. Thank you, whoever's posted it up on the farms. Now, here's another funny thing. There's another funny thing. I think it's fucking hilarious. Y'all know me. I pay attention to this shit. I pay attention to all of this shit, bro. You gotta take all this fucking information into account. So now this third account, so this screenshot right here, there's another screenshot, supposedly that it's a note coming. There's a note coming from one of these tickets. From one of these accounts. Why is it? Like, let's just use our brains here. Is this it? Here we go. So here we go. So I have a ticketing list, right, from two separate accounts where it shows the latest work that was done was in September. But yet I have a ticket here that was created this month. That doesn't make any sense. So right now you're saying that in October, people came to your place. People told you about people fucking with your shit from the inside. And then the person who did it is showing you tickets. That don't have the dates that he said that he had worked on. And that's the other thing. Oh, yep. That's the other thing. Remember? He said he bought a new router. He bought a new modem on Amazon. So he fucking called them to make sure that it worked. And what the dumbass doesn't know, I think this is... Exactly, Nino. And look, Nino, if you could read, remember what he said that they took away his discount? Remember what they said that they took away his discount? The reason why the discount was removed because he had some unnecessary add-ons to his account. And he didn't want to remove it because it was under a bundle. That's the discount he's talking about that was removed. He's not using their hardware anymore. Therefore, those add-ons are necessary. That means whatever discount he was using probably meant that the discount was only good if he was using their equipment. Now, here's another thing I want you guys to look. I want you guys to look at the picture. I know this is autistic, I know it is. But the thing is, this is how you catch a piggy. Okay? Now, guys, do you see where the ticket summary is, right? You see the notes for the ticket, right? And you see that it's covering 2 tickets, right? It's covering 2 listed tickets. You see where it says email for survey, Burnell, PP, da-da-da. You see there's a little blue square there, and there's another blue square right there. So that means that there's 2 tickets in that account, right? Correct? I want you guys to follow me here. Because I know Shinko spurgs a lot. Shinko says way too much without it, making any sense. But you guys see 2 tickets, right? In that account. So let me open this bad boy up. Here we go. Let's save this. You see 2 tickets, right? Now, I don't know if you can see it, but in the ticket it says something about a modem and something about a payment, correct? That's what you can see, right? In the 2 tickets, you see something about a modem and something about a payment. Let me know if you guys see that. If not, if you guys don't see that, just let me know. Remember, I don't deal with dick riders. I deal with people who actually see what they're seeing. You see something about payment and you see something about modem, right? Okay, so why is it? So you would think that's from the second account. That would be the same as this account, correct? Let's see if I'll pull up the correct one. Is this it? Nope, this isn't it. Hold on. So it has to be this one. So you see something about a payment, and then you see, okay, that's one. So it has to be this one. It has to be this. All right. Nope, not this one. Sorry, I'm all fucked up in the game. Is this it? Yes, thank you. You can't fucking see this shit. All right. So you saw payment. I gotta do the better job at this. Give me a minute, guys. This is why I need a trackpad. Okay, but you guys, I just want you guys to see what I see, right? So you see where it says in the account with 2 things, it says something payment, something modem. That's what you see, right? Okay, so you would think that was in the account with 2. That was in the account with 2 tickets, right? Come on, load it up for me. Come on, I'm trying to show people shit. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not the one. We can get to that in a few, though. Where's my screenshot? Cancel this. Jesus fucking Christ. I just want my screenshot. Here we go. This is the moneymaker. Now, guys, here's the account with 2 tickets. Do you see anything about payment or modem on there? I'm not seeing that. No, someone could be in his system. Like I said, Luna Guardian, someone could be doing this. That's the thing. Someone could be doing it. I'm not trying to take that away from Phil. That's within the realm of possibility. But the way that Phil is moving, the way that Phil is acting, it's not making any sense. And the pieces that are here are not giving me the picture that Phil is trying to give me. No. Irie, this is from one account, one of those accounts. I believe that someone's been fucking with this shit. I can believe that. I can believe that wholeheartedly. But the way Phil is moving, it's letting me know it's not that serious as he's making it. And now with the fact Like this is nuts, bro. Like, this is mental illness. This is mental illness at display here, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to start stop playing these games and stop taking everything and just running with it. Take it, analyze it, put it together. So what I think happened, I think at some point someone did fuck with Phil's shit. At some point, I think that there was something wrong with Phil's internet. I do believe he went out and got a modem. I can believe those things. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, yeah, Phil, I can't flat out sit here and say, yeah, Phil's been working with the dent and they've been trying to cook this up. All I'm saying is none of these things are adding up. That's my whole take on this other situation. None of these things are adding up. And as more information, like, as far as I say, cool story, bro. I'm just going to keep it pushing because you're going to expose yourself, Phil. And the day that you expose yourself, it's going to be fucking hilarious. Okay? So let's uncover let's wrap it up. This is going to be the end of the stream for me. Let's wrap it up. So what did we find out? We find out that this guy, supposedly, Phil, has been dealing with this shit for months, hasn't been doing anything about it. Someone at Comcast has been fucking with him, supposedly, but he won't sue. And that the person who supposedly did this on the farms is not giving correct information. As far as what happened yesterday, I believe Phil had just bought a new modem and just had to call to get it activated. I don't think there was nothing going on with none of this fucking hacker, Comcast employee stuff. Because if a Comcast employee was really fucking with him for months, there's no fucking way that dude wouldn't have been tracked down. Because he doesn't know, Irie One, this is desperation right now. This is how desperate the man is. He's throwing all caution to the wind for his sob stories. So, Phil, I know you taking the day off. I know you're streaming. I know you're watching this. King Goken's watching this. None of this shit makes any sense, bro. None of it. And what's going to happen, Phil, none of us is going to do the exposing. None of us. Like I said, I didn't expose anything. I literally just put the pieces together with the shit that you and that dumbass on Kiwi Farms provided. Oh, yeah, he did, Steven. Of course he did. And I want him to come up with that story. I want him to come up with that story. Because you know why? I'm going to poke holes in that fucking phone, that story too. Yeah, he said he was seeing a lawyer about appointments. You should go do that, Phil. Go see a lawyer about these appointments. Shit, I ain't do nothing wrong. Your lawyer can't fucking sue me. I ain't do shit wrong. I got a lawyer that can tell you that I ain't do shit wrong. So, knock yourself the fuck out, bro. Yes, Big Bad Skeleton. It's manufactured drama from the pig side. That's Shinko's take on it. So, sorry, guys. So, guys, you already know what it is. Phil's a fucking liar. We've just exposed the holes in his story. Whether or not the Comcast employee thing fuck with him is true, we'll never know. But all we do know is Phil is lying right here, right now. All right, so I know he's going to be off today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a second crack later on today. So if he's truly going to be off today, I'm going to take a second crack at this game, RollerDrome, and I'm just going to play it and just hang out with you guys for a bit and have some shits and giggles, all right? Because I wanted to do that here, but fucking Phil fucking up my shit, man. All right, so thank you guys for stopping by. Sorry for the spurgination, but we got to expose this shit, all right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I probably might see you. Nah, see you on Friday, because if he's gonna be on Thursday, right? No, only no first stream. Okay, so I probably might see you guys tomorrow. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for putting up with my spurgin. Love you. Bye.